outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hi everyone and welcome back. So I've just realised I completely forgot to start this video in November like I thought I did, and I didn't do any updates on a book that I thought I did. So in today's video, my dad chooses my reads for 24 hours. First book that I did read was Bad Girl Reputation, which I actually read in November. Thought I did an update. Didn't, unless I did, and I've lost the clips because I've been deleting clips and stuff. I don't know, but I don't actually remember doing it anymore. So I'm going to talk about it now. So this book I did rate 2 stars if I remember correctly, because I found myself paychecking. It was quite boring. I didn't really feel a connection between the characters. I just kind of wanted to get over with those parts where I was like really bored. And then there were parts where I was like, okay, this is again a little bit interesting, and then it would just get boring again. So it was really hard to enjoy because there was nothing enjoyable. The main female character especially really annoyed me. I could not stand her at all, and I think that's one thing that I just, took me out the story. So I did decide to rate this 2 stars. Elle Kennedy seems like a hit or miss. Like, I absolutely loved Elle Kennedy's off-campus series and Briar U series, but the other books she's writing I'm just not enjoyed since. But I am going to read The Graham Effect because I've heard great things about that, and obviously it's part of, well, it's a spin-off series to the off-campus series, so I'm very excited for that. But obviously that's not even this video. But this just personally wasn't for me. I obviously didn't hate it. I thought it was okay. Obviously I was able to finish it, but that is on that book. Okay, then I read Misfit, and I also didn't vlog anything for this. I read this yesterday. Can't tell I'm terrible. So again, another Elle Kennedy book. I did decide to rate this 1 star, I think I rated it. I can't remember, I'll put it on the screen. But this was just not for me. I couldn't honestly tell you what I hated because, well, I could. Pretty much all of the book. There was not one thing or one time where I was like, okay, this is enjoyable. To the point where I had to listen to the audiobook, and I was colouring while I was listening to the audiobook, which I do sometimes, but I coloured for hours, okay, which I've never done before. And that's just because I wanted to get this book done, out the way with. I just didn't want to read it anymore. So that was the issue with this. So it's basically about RJ, and he gets sent to a school, I think it was, by his mother because she has like remarried or whatever, and then he obviously doesn't want to go, but he ends up going, and then he meets Sloane and he's attracted to her, but Sloane has an ex, and that ex is trying to get back with her. I didn't like it at all. Then there's like so many characters to a point where I didn't even know whose storyline was whose anymore, and I don't even know what the involvement was of the story. I couldn't tell you, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I was really confused with this, and I don't know. I do want to try and give the second book a go. There was a character in this, I don't remember his name anymore, who was just disgusting. Like, the things he was doing made no sense. Like, what did he get out of that? I'm not quite sure. Why? Like, what? Why? I would not recommend this book. I didn't like it, and that is that. And then I started this. Now, I haven't got far into this. That's a lie. I'm about halfway through, and I'm actually really enjoying it so far. It's okay. Like, there's a few parts where I'm a bit like, okay, this is like a bit slow, can we speed up? But it's not affecting it in any way. I feel like there's a benefit to the story. I feel like this is the kind of book that it will come together in the end. I feel like there's like a secret. I can't tell you what it is. I don't know, but I feel like something's going on. Like, she is confused, and so am I, but she's learning. I feel like there's something about it. And the beginning of this book was so strange, but like I said, I feel like it's all going to come together. You're going to find out why. Like, I am really intrigued into this book. So I am thinking of going to finish it, and then I'll give you all an update. What did I just read? That is crazy. Okay, I knew it was all going to come together, but I didn't realise it was all going to come together like this. Wow, that really took a dark turn, but like it all makes sense. It's all starting to come together. This is wild. This is a wild book. Let me just tell you. Like, I'm quite shocked. Honestly, I did not I'm speechless. I didn't guess this. I didn't even suspect. Check the trigger warning for this book because it does get dark near the end. I am shocked. I'm speechless, but I've got a little bit left, so I'm going to go quickly finish it and see how it ends. Okay, so just finished Hopeless. This book is absolutely crazy. Like, the way everything turned out was crazy. I just didn't expect that, if I'm being honest. Like, the vibes that it gives is like, yes, like something weird happened, like there's a reason for everything that's happening. But the way it turns out was crazy. Like, very unexpected. It kind of just puts you in it, you know? It doesn't even like slowly give you anything before dropping something huge like that. I'm going to rate this book 3 stars because yes, I enjoyed it. Well, I liked it. It was okay. There was a few parts that I felt like dragged on a little bit, and yeah, that ending was wild. So 3 stars for this one. Now the next book I'm going to read is Losing Hope. I've heard that this book is like this, but from Holder's point of view, so we will see how that goes. Okay, so I didn't do any updates for Losing Hope because people were right. It was literally just Holder's point of view of everything, but seeing his point of view of everything was really interesting. I'm thinking about giving this a 3 star, maybe 2.75, because I did enjoy Hopeless a little bit more than this one because I was obviously just reading the same story but from someone else's point of view. But I think if I would have waited to read this one for a couple of months and maybe forgotten a little bit about what happened in Hopeless, I might have enjoyed it a little bit more, like maybe the same as Hopeless. But because I read it like back to back, it kind of ruined the experience a little bit. But you do learn so much about the behind the scenes of what happened in Hopeless, but from Dean's point of view. Like, if you know what happens in Hopeless, you learn everything behind the scenes from Holder's point of view while all that was happening, if that makes sense, without saying too much. But there isn't really much to say about this one because if I say anything about this one, I'm going to ruin Hopeless and vice versa. I did enjoy it. Would I recommend these? Yes, I would, but check the trigger warnings first because there are a lot of triggering things. Like, there's triggering things in this one, but especially for this one. So yes, I did do it in less than 24 hours, but not really long books. And this one, I didn't film anything back. I read it in November. I forgot. This one, actually, it was technically 24 hours. I just didn't film the whole 24 hours because I'm terrible. This BOOKMAS thing is really making me just not think. And it's making me slack a little bit, but it's almost over. As this is going up, we literally have we have this one and the next one. And then it's over. That is so sad. I can't believe this journey is almost over. But these are the 4 books that I read in this video that we talked about that my dad chose me to read. So we have Bad Girl Reputation, which I rated 2 stars. Misfit, which I rated 1 star. Hopeless, which I rated 3 stars. And then Losing Hope, which I rated 2.75, 3 stars. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all in tomorrow's video. Bye!